early, which is the first time ever probably. Normally, it's like 5:30-ish club. We do try our best to be there at 5:30.
Sorry guys, we're capacity. Sorry guys, can't come anymore.
Hey, friends.
My like lifetime, like reality TV, like.
You're on YouTube.
Oh damn! Like streaming.
YouTube, bro.
It's hot to the minute. What's up?
Starting with a blank page, bullet journaling. It's so good because you just make it whatever you want. So I'm pretty much just going to go through and kind of write out where my thoughts are at the moment, those kind of pressing things, and then try and... Oh, yes, thank you. Thanks. But first coffee, let's be real. Yeah.
Training in 6 minutes.
Alright.
See you tomorrow?
See you later. Have a good one. Long day to you.
Yeah, see ya.
See you, Mitchie. Oh, yeah.
Hit 1 million downloads on the podcast by October 18th.
How many?
1 million.
Yeah.
Which
By
would
what
be-
day?
It's the 2 years mark.
2 years.
So
Okay,
October 18th.
October 18th. Alright.
Landed $10,000 sponsorship for the podcast by May 7th.
That's great.
Which I've already got in the works, like potential.
Awesome.
Run and participate 4 5:30 Club events, and then maintain 1 podcast episode per week for 5:30 Club.
Yep.
This is funny. We'll get Hugh Jackman on the podcast. That'd be
Oh
cool.
my gosh, that'd be awesome. Hey, I think you've got to put the goals.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
But like once again, by getting Hugh Jackman on the podcast, will boost my numbers, which will help me reach the 1 million, which will help me blah blah blah.
yeah, for sure.
Go to F45 with Ori 3 times a week.
Love it.
And I said like reach a weight goal, but then he was like, yeah, but you'll lose weight and you'll gain muscle at the same time.
I reckon posting your stuff even on Facebook would just, because people just scroll, and then if it gets picked up, like it's just
It needs
like
to be.
TikTok, you know?
I couldn't just post it though. It needs to be with like someone who's already got a following. Like the organic reach of Facebook is so bad.
Yeah.
But there's heaps of pages out there that want content.
Ori, hi.
Hey, woo!
Hi.
What's happening?
Just chatting goal setting.
Chatting goals.
Very good.
The next one is scaling the marketing canvas. So really using that as a bit of an outlet for podcasting, but then also getting, you know, videos of the podcast as well, and being able to use it as a bit more of a separate channel where you've got VonniMedia, where you have all your client work and all of what we do, but then there's also another element of like marketing education and actually standing up something that's separate to the agency, and then also just like Vonnie in general. So scaling that marketing canvas a little bit more, because it's a cool idea. Like you can like, you know, showcase education each week on what's happening in marketing and actually build it into a marketing engine in another way, and have good SEO that can lean into VonniMedia as well, and then, you know, kind of sit separate. So I want to prioritize that. So we've got 52 podcasts to do by the end of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's 1 a week, but also it's not like, you know what I mean? It just has to be 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for the service that we offer, which is primarily, you know, paid ads, and like we do strategy and all the other things, but having something where they have the database, they've got sort of the awareness already, makes what we do so much greater in terms of impact as well. Because like when you're trying to work with the small guys, there's definitely room for them to grow, or like they've got a really, you know, high ticket item that's going flying on Facebook, like it's really good. And that's really great, and I still want to work with those, but it's just also leaning into those people that have a successful product on the market, that continually need to like say, make a few website amends, have some really good advertising, good content. I don't know, that like it's just the scalability is so much greater to then help them more. And so and we've found that, like especially with a couple of our clients that have the scale, they're so much fun to work on, because it's like, far out, look at the results we're getting for them and how happy they are. And you're right, they are so busy as well, so it's like the hand holding is less, because they just trust so much more with the spend. It's all about the depth of relationship with your customers, so that you can then get the higher conversion rates, the more word of mouth, the more images, you know, all of that. Cool. All right guys, should we go through all of our weekly previews and plannings and stuff? Other thing is that what worked this week was that one-to-one with team members was really good, just to really spend some one-on-one time with them and really establish kind of a direction where they want to go, hear how their goals went last year, and just actually touch base or care most about that. So it was good to have that. What isn't working is emails as our way to track things. Like there's so many times where clients will email just Harry, just Rach, just me, just Gabby, and it's like just Ori, and it's so hard to keep track of where clients are up to when we're just like trying to fire back to lots of emails all day. So just really prioritizing a CRM or some sort of way that we can track exactly how clients are contacting us. I think another thing that didn't work is reviewing our copy as screenshots. In terms of what I want to improve, content creation being one of them. So we're doing that this week and really getting on top of getting more content out there as a business. CRM processes, like I said, is now becoming more and more prevalent and important. Keeping Asana going is something I want to keep. Cleaning out the Asana though, especially mine. Mine is gross. It is so bad. There's stuff in there from like October. Yeah, like it's just, if I need to actually be the leader in that, and I'm very much the worst one at it. Starting to reach out to clients who are on holiday still or just coming back today, just getting on the forefront of that. Reaching out to warm leads as well. So there's been a lot of leads that we've had come just before the break, and I just sort of left them a bit warm to cold, and now it's about actually getting them over the line. Getting clarity on the team's goals individually, and then prioritising getting podcast guests on as well, because now that's going to be kicked into gear. Personal 4 F45 sessions per week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So 3 weights, 1 cardio. Yeah, 5:30 Club 3 times this week, and I just want to make time for friends, check in more, like get on top of my friends, not let it go too long without speaking with them. We have like 1 to 4 marketing meetings this week, so just getting on top of those, team goals, getting on top of those, and then just being there for all copywriting for all of the team is a big priority that I just need to, as soon as I see the copywriting, just reply instantly, make the time, as opposed to like I'll get to that at the end of the day and then it's making everyone behind. I'm the bottleneck right now. Weekly big 3, 1 YouTube video up on Friday.
What didn't work, same as pretty much my entire life, has been just lack of focus. I keep switching between different projects instead of just, I just need to do, what am I doing today? What am I doing this morning? Without getting distracted. Well, we keep improve, keep napping, keep coaching, stop lacking focus, and keep using the planner on this, or the calendar. So for example, that I found that quite good, actually mapping out the day. Because then I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, it's 8, 9 o'clock, I'm supposed to be doing the podcast.
Yeah, nice.
Personal goals, F45, I said 3 weeks. I'll try to go every day, but minimum 3 weeks a week, three days a week.
You're amazing. Every day.
Got a date, got Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesday, and then I got to get my blood work done.
Went through that fast.
And then my big 3 are edit podcasts, maintain content as per usual, and then also post a bonus episode, which I've just need to finish editing, which is a solo episode about my 2020.
One thing I learned yesterday is next steps in weekly big 3 shouldn't be too far from the comfort zone. So your annual goal or your quarterly goals should be in your discomfort zone, but your next steps, they should be maybe in the discomfort zone but not too far, so that you just get this momentum happening.
Definitely.
And then one thing that worked as well is scheduling things with multiple people makes you very accountable. So in regards to the weekend. I'm going to keep going to the 5:30 Club. Every time I leave 5:30 Club, I'm super inspired. So that's very good. I'm going to improve my thought life. One thing I learned as well is that your imagination is a muscle. It shows itself in a bad way when you worry, but it shows itself in a good way when you dream. It's the same thing. And just I want to practice to look into the future with a more positive outlook.
So we really want to work with you guys on ways that we can figure out how to get people in that. So whether it's they begin to go to the click out and then a pop-up comes in to tell them not to, or maybe something comes up to remind them about free shipping over 50, or see that kind of on par in terms of we did have more sessions in December, which then attributed to more revenue, but there were more add to carts in November. So that could be just due to the nature of Black Friday and probably the more intent to sort of browse, and because there are really great benefits of Facebook and Instagram ads. However, I also want to talk to you about another sort of angle to get new customers. So we've just come out of our meeting and it was really great to be able to chat with them about different components of their business. And I was just telling Dean before, trying to explain marketing components to him and how there's 3 different sort of segments that are really important to look at when you're auditing sort of a performance of marketing. And one of them is your content, so the quality of your content, how engaging it is, and it's something called your CPC, so how cheap it was to get someone to your website. So if it's costing you, lots of money to get someone to your site, it probably means that you could have better quality content to actually entice people to click more often. Then the next part is your actual marketing activities. Like, what are you doing to actually bring all of that relevant traffic to your website? And is it strategic that it aligns with, how many people you're bringing versus how many people you're converting? The third one is also your website experience or your landing page experience. If it's something that's really confusing, or it's something that lacks, a lot of, incorrect pricing, or there's lots of different dynamics, then that can also affect how successful it is. So going in there today, I always think of those 3 things when I'm thinking of my overall recommendations to give to a client. It's all about your content. It's all about what marketing activities you're strategically doing for your business. Just because Facebook ads are amazing doesn't mean that it's perfect for your business right now. Maybe there are other elements of the business that you need to kind of improve on in order to then step forward and then pick that as your activity. And then third of all is just your website. Really making sure that's easy to navigate, that people are having a positive experience on it. And there's always improvements that you can make across those 3 areas. It's just about prioritizing what's your focus for the month or focus for the quarter in order to get the most amount of sales possible. What were your thoughts on how the meeting went today? What do you think?
I think it went really well. They're very open to doing new things in the new year, which is really important. And a big thing with clients, the biggest thing is saying yes to new things that we recommend to them, and that's when they can really see growth and change and really see the magic happen. So very excited, so excited to start TikTok content creation with them and their organic reach, because they've got such amazing products and there's such an active audience for their niche that we can just do amazing things, and I'm really excited to get going on that. So yeah, we love them, we love the work we do with them, so really keen for the new year and hitting their goals. I thought it was really great.
The brand campaign, but it goes to one of the other ones.
And then make sure that we, have the right thing for that. All right, day is nearly finished. I'm finishing up Dean today because he has been up since 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm gonna finish up the meeting that I'm having with 2 of the guys in there. And yeah, literally the rest of the day is just gonna be really getting on top of all of the emails that have happened today. As you've seen, I've been running around. So getting on top of those, and yeah, just kind of getting prepared again for what tomorrow is gonna bring. I think I'm gonna do an F45 session tonight if I can be bothered. I am getting a little bit tired, but I do love a good F45 session. And yeah, that's kind of what the first day has sort of been like. This is literally what happens on a daily basis. So I'm super keen to be able to bring you guys more of this content and just really show you what's been happening in the day of VonniMedia. This is literally what's just been going on and what our day-to-day looks like. So definitely stay tuned for more. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up to let us know that you really enjoy it, and really looking forward for you to see the next one next week. See you then.